Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another Fury of Dracula content. Uh, this time I'm doing something very special because I am reviewing my uh, uh, Immortal Invitational game against none other as Spencer Wolfhard. This I'm doing this basically to honor him because I don't want this game to be lost in time and space. And I really admire Spencer. He is my unintentional mentor and my accidental muse, if you may say so. I really like everything he does as Dracula. He really can do it all, even in sometimes it may be sometimes obscured when you play against him or as a viewer. But when I always was focused on Dracula gameplay, uh, and when I was watching some of the games that were recording with him, or when I was playing against him, I was like, that would be cool if Dracula tried this stuff or tried this stuff. And actually, quite often he like we had very similar thinking and a lot of stuff that he did like and gave me a lot of ideas. So it was really cool to play against him, even as hunters, even if I don't really uh, like them, like playing hunters that much. I do like Spencer. So yeah, who is Spencer? There are a lot of new players, so probably not many people are familiar with him because he doesn't play that often anymore. He used to be a really big name. Uh, I think like a big name in the Dracula department, but also as hunters. He is really good in mixing styles in both like both sides, aggressive ones and the more predictable efficiency ones. And uh, like he is very capable of doing some even in the old patch that really uh, was difficult for hunters to have low numbers fights against Dracula, especially 1v1, but also 2v1 wasn't that easy, especially early. But he didn't care. He sometimes did like hunter missile when he was able to like jump one hunter onto Dracula and then try to do some massive damage with plant ambush, let's say, and pistol bullets and heavenly host. And with that items, yeah, you may sometimes escape as Dracula's bats, but sometimes he was able to deal like 9, 10 damage in one 1v1 combat, and then search for you like, with hypnosis or maybe some surprising returns, some renewed vigors, and just finish the job. Which it was very cool and very fun stuff. Uh, and also as Dracula, he is the first to his name with lair strategies. He was doing he really loves doing lairs, even if they're not the best of plays. Like I multiple times saw him like doing lair stuff and then losing the game fast because he was revealed so renewed vigor, CG surrounded, even jumped uh, with old forewarned, being able to like easily dismantle like even the biggest of flares. Uh, but sometimes it works wonders, and especially like watching him, it really give me inspiration. Why is it that sometimes you build a lair and hunters are like, "Oh, great, thank you. Now I will kill you within the next few days," or you build a lair and hunters are like, okay, that's that we cannot do anything, that's game over, what is happening? And basically by trial and error, by a lot of experience, lot of a lot of variations. Uh, how to approach layers, when to build them, how to build them, and where to build them. A lot of important stuff. Um, yeah, really cool stuff. Uh, Actually, what is probably not as obvious, but I think that Spencer is a real master of backtracking. I saw multiple games where there was literally like one possible location for him to backtrack. Uh, and Hunters really didn't think about that much because it was like in the middle of Hunters. If he gets caught, he immediately loses the game. So they ignore that. And a few days later, when they follow the trail, oh, he just he just passed us like a few days ago. So a lot of cool stuff. Mm, Usually Spencer, like whatever he wins or loses, it is always in a flashy way. So that's up for the introduction. Uh, and yeah, I'm and the usual stuff with hunters supplying. Actually, I got a lot of good supplying. I can't complain about anything apart from, yeah, okay, apart from scouting, but I can't complain about anything. I don't have um, I don't have horses yet, but you know, they will come. I think I saw all the white ones. I see some juicy events, so and like healthy items. So I'm prepared for the early game. No, like early game snowball potential for Dracula. Mm, with the newspapers and stake and like the rumor token being very close. That's the thing. Like Zurich is uh, really tricky when it comes to number of connections and you never scout Zurich. Like whoever scouts Zurich with scouts. But if you get that early newspapers, it is easy to reach, right? Um, so yeah, my idea is that I'm preparing Seward to move away and start clearing probably. Uh, that's not sure if this day or like next day, and probably Helsing is going to just supply for the horses. And then uh, the earlier I start clearing, the earlier I will like teach the less useful items or just use those stakes and then be able to discard them. I mean, discard them, resupply again, because it will be early, so I have still time to supply. I checked Munich just to block Dracula movement. It can be tricky sometimes because, if he did risk that Prague direction, I just unlocked him Prague. But on the other hand, I locked him Munich. So if he goes like anywhere but Prague, both of my hunters are closer. And now I can decide whenever I want to move off. And this is like my favorite Steward setup: dogs, steak, a weapon, and something more, right? So it is really awesome. Uh, Mina will probably start moving uh, very soon too because she has a ticket to do so. Then why not to supplement that searches? So this is the setup. Why I like the setup with Godalming with Seward. Seward is stocked. He can deal. He can solo deal basically with multiple locations on the trail, and in that time, Godalming can dig for the horses, dig for the tickets, and and so other hunters. So I'm completely fine. I can even like decide: do I want to search the Zurich with a stake or without a stake? Just because I have that one extra day. So if this is a fighting vampire and I'll be forced to escape from the night fight, or maybe kill it, but oh, and a horse, that's awesome. Then I can stake it next day and no biggie. I was thinking here, do I uh, discard crucifix or pistol, because like surprise crucifix is really really powerful, but pistol is actually fairly decent whether it is surprise or not in most cases. So yeah. So Helsing and Mina are supplying because they want horses or like any good items. So Godalming won't be the only one that gets that item. And do I use a stake? I probably, yeah, okay. This is funny that he didn't use dogs. I'm not sure myself why, but at least he doesn't know that I have dogs, which is valuable. uh, yeah, so I left a free two ticket because I'm thinking on railing next turn, and then we'll see. So yeah, Kodamik actually can supply a little bit more because he has a pistol to discard, nothing too valuable, and even if I get like, I don't know, knife and Heavenly Host, like discarding rifle isn't a big deal anyway. Can I even get knife and yeah, I'm searching. That does make sense. That tells me quite a lot. So I start moving. I have because I have fairly decent uh, items. I want to get rid of some of the trail and to lose some of my items, maybe lose some damage. Uh, so I will have time to resupply and heal, or resupply before I will, uh, you know, before I will renew my chase for Dracula. And Seward was delayed, so I didn't want to risk. That's cool. I didn't want to risk anything funny, like missing the next location, or the next location be with a hide, and suddenly I don't know, vampire matures, hogs matures, and nothing really too pleasant. Mina is really well stocked up, apart from horses. I'm a little bit weak in horses department, but well, not too important yet because I can use those. I can use those tickets. Oh, all right. Yeah, that's the trick. This is really cool. Uh, I was so this is really cool thing he and yeah, uh, should have left with the wait, did I discard? No, I discarded two items. Basically, it was either discard two items or none, but I was afraid then uh, to lose too much health. But this is really awesome trap because I was searching right now. I was searching for the next step because I knew this is either Marsilis or Strasbourg. Um, because like this is the how the cities work, and uh, yeah, searching for the next location made me move on to prepared Dracula with hide. It was, I think, this was like intentional setup. Uh, that I was looking for the next location, so he was waiting for me with hide, and this is quite important. He rendered one of my hunters useless. Like Stewart lost a lot of his stuff, lost his health. So this is not a fun stuff. Mm, I'm not quite sure what they supply here. Maybe because I probably was afraid that it might be a hoax maturing right now. Mm, so now I'm thinking, can I prepare to jump him? And probably I would need to take both escape and plant ambush with the escape route. Like, okay, to take plant ambush with Helsing, but I'm then thinking like, uh, hmm, yeah. So this is cool. Helsing have now lots of movement, has escape route, and plant ambush. So if something funny happens, I can jump him at least 2v1. And he went to Zurich. That is really awesome. So yeah, learn strategy. And now this is very difficult decision. Like he risked a lot because if I had CG or if I had renewed vigor, I could really probably win the game here. But I decided, you know what? I can jump him to V1. He may be not expecting this. So maybe this layer will be like, rats with a vampire, and I can deal with that, right? Uh, Maybe I'm able to like wall up this vampire, so he will not deal that much damage to Van Helsing or something. We will see. And yeah, this is scary stuff because Stewart is not able to help. If I had like renewed vigor, maybe I would be able to heal Stewart and join the fight just to throw the. Oh, that's neat. Just to throw the surprising, not the heavenly host, or maybe it's something, and that is a double. That is double reckless vampire. And this, so he was prepared, and this is very bad for me. This is really bad for me because, mm, you know, Godalming moved already, and I don't want to leave him 1v1 in the fight. But joining here is also very, very difficult. Uh, I want obviously basically to minimize damage taken. I am thinking on I tried a tricky move but it didn't work. I'm thinking on if I deal at least one damage to those vampires, maybe Helsing will be able to stab some with his knife. But also uh, to just put in a danger zone. And obviously, I don't want to show any of my items. Uh, Showing one rifle, I guess, is decent. I decided to show rifle instead of a pistol because it is fairly expected for me to carry anti-bat weapons. So I think he knows that I have rifle or a knife. If I showed pistol, I think it could tell him more, like what is my second item. But right now he doesn't know. Maybe my rifle is the only item, right? And or maybe I have a heavenly host. Maybe he'll try fanging me. So I am fairly well prepared with Helsing. Obviously, Helsing issues that he has only 8 health, so not the best combatant in such a situation. But I have escape route. Maybe I'll be able to uh, minimize damage taken. Maybe he'll try to like, just fang me here and I will kill one of the vampires. And he clawed me, that bastard. Yeah, well, at least my knife plan worked. So I can escape out the second vampire and enter 2v1 fight with 6 health, which is a dangerous area. But if I survive this fight, it will be fairly decent. Yeah, I hope Mina would be able to go to Marcellus, but oh well. It is tricky because both my hunters are low health. Uh, it is fairly easy for uh, like any of them can die basically. I have the planned ambush, so uh, Helsing is safe at least for first round, and he can escape third round. Obviously, the issue is that he is full health, and I don't have that much versatile protection. Let's say I don't have any anti-claw or great strength on Helsing, so like he takes any damage, and yeah, he can die to claws, which is very dangerous. So I need to kind of protect showing his items. Oh, and yeah, that is an issue. If I play the pistol here, that would be good. But uh, right now, Helsinki is in a very dangerous zone because with the plotting, he can kill him. Uh, but alas, at least I dealt 15 damage. What I'm talking about, 15 damage, 5 damage. And yep, that was the plan with showing the rifle because I was planning to show it like turn 1 anyway. So now he doesn't know what I'm doing turn 2. And the knife. Maybe I needed to dodge here with the Helsing, but then, what if he does something to Godalming, like maybe oh, whoops, claw Godalming, and and then I would like lose opportunity to deal like deal 4 damage. And now I was thinking, yeah, maybe I will try escaping. Maybe he will expect me to dodge with Helsing. So maybe he will focus on Godalming. Maybe he will plot Godalming, and then, Godalming will either survive or uh, or escape later. But at least Helsing will be safe. But not today. Uh, he did focus with strength Helsing, so the Helsing is going to die, and sadly, with even the health restored. So a lot of my a lot of my hard work. I mean, 5 damage is decent, but not with the extreme cost of 3 events, damage on my hunters, and uh, and one hunter's dead, one hunter dead, and there is still a rumored vampire, to deal with, still a lot of trail to deal with, and I lost a white one too. So this is a snowbally disaster. So this is one of those situations I mentioned. Like he risked a lot. If I had like renewed vigor, if I had consecrated ground, that I I I might be able to win here, or like win within next day, because of the way I would be able to push him or force stuff out of him. And now uh, I'm basically 2v1 because Stewart is useless. Helsing is dead. His trail is maturing, and yeah, and he moved to his Marcellus lair, which is big and nasty and scary. Uh, so I I basically have to ignore him. Maybe block him. I intentionally moved Godalming so he cannot go back and build another big lair. And Mina to Paris, because if that would be a vampire, that would be like the best spot for him to have a vampire, because if it matures, it clears nothing that important, right? It doesn't clear. Uh, it doesn't clear Zurich with a rumor token or like his super lair. So yeah, I can let that last location mature. Maybe like the worst thing that would happen would be a hoax. Maybe second worst is soil because it like basically killed him almost to full after all that nasty stuff. But he fits. So yeah, he's back. He's back to his full capabilities, and this is the snowball potential. I risked the 2v1 combat. I was able to play it better, probably, or I was able to. Uh, yeah, uh, or like if he got a different luck or different counters to what we played, then it would be devastating for him. I might have survived, he might have lost a lot of health, and it would be a different game. But he risked it and won it big this time because I just I'm just so behind. I lost ticket, I lost hunters. Mm, He got influence, and yeah, and he can do whatever he wants. Like this is hard to evaluate, but the fact that he knows that he is safe is a really big deal. Uh, to be honest, I got quite lucky here in this sense that I cursed the host. I searched without a stake because again, if that was a vampire fighting vampire, I mean I had escape route. It's not a big deal. If that was and if it matures, then okay, it clears a lot of inconvenient stuff like the rumored vampire. So at least I would have to deal only with the Megalair and maybe try to come back from there. But yeah. Mm. Finally, I got all my horses. I just don't have my tickets. And I don't have any of the strong events, like the top tier renewed vigors and consecrated grounds. Uh, so I have a lot of work to do. This was a disastrous beginning of the game and really good, well played by him and like with really good result, but he's not out of the woods. Uh, he's just entering the woods basically because he's still moving by land and there's still not that late. So if I get all the important stuff, I can still kill him. I can still catch him and kill him, uh, especially with that he didn't lose any like top tier of top most importance. this is the part of like my strategy of early going for clears. There was a part when all hunters were moving uh, to clear the trail and prepare, which had the downside that when the Dracula went to the lair, I wasn't really that much prepared for him. I didn't have of the top events. I wasn't really that stocked up, so I did lose some of the power. But on the other hand, the uh, trail got really small, and after all the disaster, I was able to sit and supply for a number of turns, like right now, to basically come back. Uh, if hunters like if Helsing, maybe Helsinki, but yeah, if Mina, Godalming, Seward, and Helsing didn't move, I would probably have much more work to do right now. So right now, I'm thinking, where did he move? Right? Basically, Seward is again stocked on events, has decent items. He can go clearing. I think, yeah, I risked a horse here. I don't think I have uh, all my tickets yet, but I decided it might be necessary, just to start clearing the Marseilles early. And if the stake goes to Zurich. When I have knife on the hunter against reckless, especially free health reckless, I really like opening with the knife because, like, if you play escape and he plays mesmerize or fangs, these are good results for him. But if he plays uh, if I play knife, well then if he fangs, that's awesome. But if he mesmerizes, at least he didn't mesmerize my knife, and I'm free to escape next turn. And here I was able to escape only by being close, so no extra damage. I mean influence for him. And finally, I got my white one. So yeah, this was disastrous beginning, but hunters are back on track. I got back my items. I got basically working horses. I need to find him somewhere. Marseilles is very awkward location, and I need to deal with Marseilles. And then again, I have lots of time before stuff starts maturing. The scary part is that he has that irritating 4 influence, and we're entering week 3, so time is slowly creeping on me. So we're day searchers. Uh, because yeah, I was afraid of vampires, obviously, even if he didn't ambush me. And actually, this was uh, really mediocre lair, so I didn't mind. Fairly easy clear in that sense. I mean, the Stewart again is blocked off, but it could have been much worse. I am blocking out movement. I think he wasn't able to go to Geneva from Marcellus because I think it is was there. I searched Toulouse uh, with an ally. So yeah, I was convinced that he's in Italy. And now the big reveal: he was not in Italy. He was waiting for me to move away from Paris, and he came back to the Paris when he left his new vampire, and I'm like, no. And Stewart is blocked in the fog. The fog is actually blocking my rail connection, and this is a disaster. Why this happens to me? And yeah, he was just waiting in Clermont-Ferrand, which again was another trap. This is like this is nightmare. This is how they deal with that, like, constant traps and lures. Like, come on, this is. I don't want to play this game anymore. Yeah, okay, so I'm thinking, what do I even do? They go to, yeah, what would they do? And yeah, it seems I go to Zurich and risk the lair, see what happens there. And so, fortunately, probably some aristocratic or hoax. So yeah. Now, the thing is, this was another extremely risky move because again, if I had a, CG consecrated ground there, like, I would be able to really mess him up and block his movement and his capabilities, even with the wolf form. Like, I would force him to move away from his lair, and not that many locations for him to re-enter. So that he did risk a lot. Because with Helsing, I would be able, with Helsing and Mina, I would be able to block some of his movement locations, and then and then jump him or like search for him. So where did he go? I don't even remember. But I realized, yeah, probably need to do something about that stupid lair. Not sure that was correct. I mean, on the one hand, stuff is maturing. On the other hand, uh, I still have some time. So maybe clearing all those nasty vampires, maybe fighting them. I don't even know what's in here. Is there one fighter vampire, two fighter vampires? What is happening? Just a claws. Okay, at least I have that. And then reckless. Okay, now this is irritating, but I have lucky find. So if I like manage to heavenly host him here, then maybe I kill him with heavenly host and then find a stake and stake the vampire, but he fucks me heavenly host. Oh no. Uh, that's the usual. Should I heavenly host there? Maybe you should have knifed. This is a nightmare. Why is this is a nightmare, basically. Yeah. So I need to clear stuff still. And again, Stuart is the best clear, so he can go take some damage. I still need to make Helsinki useful. At least he has one anti-bat weapon. Not sure what did I jump there. I mean, I have escape route, but on the other hand, I'm not sure if I saw any bats. If that location had bats, Mina could be batted away in the night. It would be like triple night fight. Yeah, and he's actually Dracula encounter economy is really excellent. Like, he was only land movement. He uh, used layers that augment the uh, encounters even more. So yeah, uh, it is a really he basically can have anything. He reshuffled very recently, so he may get back his fog, his fighter vampires. I'm dealing with so many fighter vampires, and like he reshuffled his deck, so and he's on 13 health. He never even wolf formed this game. This is the this is nasty stuff. So what do I do here? How do I come back like with all this stuff that is next to maturing? I don't have the power events. I don't have like new renewed vigor. I don't have really uh, that power to find him, catch him, and kill him. I'm not thinking. Maybe I need it. Yeah. So I used surprising return to check if where he is. Maybe I would be able to catch him by surprise. That was my hope. That maybe he was thinking that he's safe because uh, because again, I had Clermont Ferrand to clear. I had Paris to clear, and Godalming was damaged. But um, I risked it all for a 3v1 fight, and I had for Warrant and Stewart. So to be honest, it may seem stupid here. Why did I do it? I was able to have a healthy 2v1 fight very late in the game, right? So why I did that? But on the other hand, can I kill him? I don't know. Godaming would get a random item, but he's slow on health. And if I don't kill him, I might not win the game. Oh my god, what is he doing? No, he will force me to learn. That is the worst. This is the worst. But yeah, it all snowballed like even more. Mm, my idea was that maybe it wasn't fog, maybe it was like anything else, but he was surprised that I moved there like 3v1, so he was like baiting the fog. I don't know i don't know it is nasty stuff. So basically, if that wasn't a fog, let's say he had only one fog left, and maybe he used the fog in Nantes, or he was afraid to use his last fog that early. In the 3v1, I would probably win the game on the spot there. So, but 2v1, can I? Like, would I be able to win the game? And if not, do I win the game afterwards? So it was like high risk, high reward move. Because I didn't want to deal with Paris. That's one of the reasons. I didn't want to deal with the Clermont-Ferrand with Hyde. I knew exactly his location. So yeah, that's the thing. And he now escapes to the sea, which is smart. Why risk any more movement? Let me deal with all that nasty, stupid stuff. and waste my time. Maybe something will mature and maybe he will get an win from that. So this, yeah, this moment is a little bit past the saving point. Why did I play this like that? That's interesting. Why did I just? Uh, okay, what do I have here? And I got a stake, which is decent. Uh, so it means that maybe I will knife this vampire down so I can stake the new vampire and everything will be fine, but okay. Yeah. I wonder why I'm punching here. Ah, wait, right. That was yeah, that's why I punched him. Because he was going to plot, obviously. Like obviously. Now he's going to strength or mesmerize again because he's afraid of the knife. Yeah, now maybe I knife. Maybe I do little something to him. Maybe I win maybe I kill him here. Punching here probably is. I do expect strength, but he fangs, so yeah, I missed my opportunity to knife. It was a little bit, uh, like a good guess that he may strength here, but yeah. So he got the point and he ran away. Nasty stuff. Now what I do? There's still none to be cleared, so probably that one. And then I will need to like look for him somewhere. He needs. The thing is that he still needs to do 3 steps when he lands. I have 2 forewarns. If I will get that stupid consecrated ground and renewed vigors, I might be able to kill him after landing. If I have money trail, so I know where will like which direction is he going. Yeah, and he actually read me here. Yeah, I was using a lot of knives on first turn of combat. He probably remembered. No, he wasn't able to remember that Van Helsing has a knife because he died from there. So I'm bolting. Yeah, so I'm able to like trade stakes, double stake at night, and bolt away. Higher scouts, not the most useful. So I cleared a lot of flares and I cleared a lot of hideouts, but it doesn't help me that much. It prolongs the game, but right now the long game doesn't favor me that much, and he he most definitely will have his fog bug if he doesn't already. Hmm. But I have 2 forewarns, so if I will catch him after landing when he's damaged and his ability to escape will be very late, then I can win. Like most definitely, I can win. And he lands, which is very irritating because now uh, he can feed. If this is Clamor of Rand, he can feed and then hide for 3 points. So he's able to Saturday, Sunday. No, he would need dark coal feed. Huh. Hmm. I don't know then. I'm taking a thing here and another two fighter vampires. Like, are you kidding me? To be honest, I'm not sure if that matters that much. Because it will take quite a lot of time for it to mature. But yeah, like if he goes to the sea right now, then it is really bad for him. But I've always said, yeah, that he feeds just to buy time because he is not in a hurry. The issue is that Kodamik has a lot of things to do. He needs to. He needs to heal. He needs to picket. So I'm trying to do something here with the Steward. Maybe bullets one of the vampires, and then the second vampire will be easier to kill. Yeah. So it might work here if he doesn't, but he does strength. So yeah, I was hoping like maybe he will claw. Even the how you call it, the fangs would save him from the bullet arena. But yeah, we're trying to work with something here. It's not easy. Another strength, okay. So he probably by now knows what I'm doing. Mm, I'm actually getting afraid of the reckless right now. If I get too much damage, I can die with the reckless fight. So that that would be irritating. And yeah, um, Hesek is supplying because what else he has left to do? Especially that if he would find some stakes, he would be able to help with Marcellus. And I'm trying to. Oh, I have Vampire. That's interesting, but not very useful yet. So I hope to scare him away from the how you call it, Cagliari. To be honest, I'm not quite sure. Do I want to scare him, or do I want him to stay so I can make a surprise excellent weather jump? Like if he moves right away, it's decent. If he stays, like what does he have there? Does he have another fighter vampire? I don't think so. He he have a fog? Like if he has a fog and hides, like what he would want to do is to use dark call, so he can hide. But if he uses dark call and I excellent weather him, that's a nasty stuff. So I prepare Steward uh, because if he will dark call, or maybe even if he will hide, then I will simply uh, I would jump the Steward. But he didn't, so I'm in a pinch. I need to start doing something uh, because I need to clear Marcellus, because if not, he can just wait me out and mature it. And that's basically a no-go. I don't want that to happen. So someone has to move and someone has to stay. I probably moved. I probably was not sure. Oh, I got a stake and renewed vigor, but a little bit too late. Yeah. Mm, I have a lot of important stuff. I basically. Yeah, so I decided I'm going to combat. I will kill both vampires in combat. And this is how I will deal with that lair. So I will have enough time. Like I will still have that little bit of time to catch him and kill him, especially now that I have renewed vigor and double for warrant. Okay, I got the bullets. That's awesome. That's what I needed. I think I had some still night supplies left uh, from the Mystic Research. I don't know even remembered. And then Heavenly Host. I can lose the game on the spot here. Like if he fangs me now, he lands and wins. But you need to take this risk. Most probably he expects like punch, dodge, yeah, or a knife. But I got him. Yeah, yeah. I'm just like clearing lairs full of fighter vampires. Like there were two lairs with double fighter vampires, six fighter vampires in three hideouts. This is a slog. This is a slog. And what is funny, if I had consecrated ground here, even with the two heavenly hosts, because well, I used one, right? With my double renewed vigor, with my double renewed vigor and double uh, and double for warrant, I still definitely can win this game. But I I don't have yeah I don't have consecrated ground, so it will be extremely difficult to do anything. He will be landing with wolf form. If he lands now, I know that he lands from Ionian Sea, so this is big knowledge. But with one more, it is not a big deal because I have money trail. So I'm fairly well prepared. Uh, I don't know why did they move Godalming to 57. I think that was a straight misplay. I would be able so much further. And wait, why did they do this? I bamboozled here. Okay, I don't remember this. Probably this game is stressing me out, and this is funny. This is funny to review those games because I did a bunch of moves that decreased my odds for winning. Yeah, why did I go to Cagliari? It is meaningless. Maybe when I think of it right now, he was able to move one more C movement, like here. Yeah, if that was aristocratic, I mean, if that was vampire, it would have shortened the game. And he does a regular landing. What a madman. Like, again, if I had consecrated ground here, if I had consecrated ground, I would be able to push him, deal him 5 penalty damage, push him back to the sea for 2 more damage. Mm, now what I'm doing here? Why did I think I messed up something in here. Again, yeah, the ending is. I feel that usually I'm very good at endings. I'm able to like connect all the possibilities because they are fairly limited. So sometimes it helps with the calculations and like estimating what will happen next. Yeah, imagine Stewart wasn't on Cagliari and wasn't delayed, but instead he was like at 57 and can just exit weather now to Valona. And imagine Godalming wasn't going to 59 previous turn, but was actually like going out of 59. Yeah, why? This is this is extremely weird. Yeah, now I'm. Why do you, I don't know. I don't know how much that matters. But yeah, what they needed to do is probably not use the renewed vigor this turn. I mean, my idea probably was to block his movement and to prepare for warrant because uh, for Mina and Godalming both to have for warrant, I needed to use renewed vigor this turn. So both Mina and Godalming have renewed vigor, have for warrant this turn because I know he has a fog, right? Actually, the evil presence uh, told me enough in the sense that he is in 46, not in Athens, so it's not always Athens. But yeah, now he wolf forms. And where is he? Now I don't have anything to look for him. Yeah, local rumors, not very useful. Dracula event on top. So again, nothing. Yeah, no help here. No help. Yeah, and so where is he? I think there's. I like Scotsford always says. I'll always check the worst location first, and I didn't. Uh, because the worst location is. It depends. I mean, he knows that I don't have consecrated ground, right? Because Yeah, I just noticed this right now. Uh, so yeah, Cagliari didn't matter at all. Imagine that entire situation if I had three hunters not to search for him. Yeah, yeah, and he hit in Salonika, so the epic wolf from hide for the end. Yeah, he was able to repurpose his rumor tokens multiple times. He did build Lair in Marcellus two times. He was in Marcellus three times this game. What a nasty game. Like, yeah, yeah. So this is the style that, to be honest, I think Spencer Wolfhard single-handedly shows how necessary consecrated ground is in this game. If 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 consecrated if there was no consecrated ground, like you would be able to do something similar basically every game as Dracula. And like, how can hunters, like, there are obviously ways how hunters can approach that, but it is so difficult. Like, you know what? This game stressed me. And revisiting this game stressed me too. I I think I'll stick to playing Dracula. Being killed by sudden renewed vigor, consecrated ground, speedy telegraph combos with tons of movement. At least you don't die multiple times and you don't have to fight off those stupid lairs. This is this was a nightmare. This was a nightmare. Still very cool. I mean, to be honest, it was very fun. A lot of crisis management. And interestingly enough, if you realize how I realized that the uh, the Seward move to Cagliari was a stupid mistake, that was it stupid. I mean, he would be able to move one more C move, but if he does that, then I can accent weather. Like I can move like Seward to Genoa, for example, right? Yeah, I think so. I think so. So yeah, that was bad, simply bad. I was able to do this much better. Then after all this stuff, after all those slurs, after bad fight and Helsing death, I mean, I would be still in a good range of winning. And that fight and eight, that was bad. Yeah, that I allowed myself to get fucked there. Like that was stupid again. So yeah, well, uh, I'm glad I did this. It would be a shame to lose such a game, even if I did number of blunders. Some of them I think weren't that bad. Like again, moving third hunter to 8 to try and win the game on the spot when Dracula might have not placed his fog there. That that was that wasn't a straight up blunder. I think it just, in hindsight, we can say that because there was a fog, right? But yeah, yeah. Okay, so I hope to like this game because I did it a lot, and have a good night.